Now the news in detail. Nigerian Army has announced the arrest of 35 suspected oil thieves accused of operating illegal refineries and breaking into pipelines to siphon crude oil across 4 Niger Delta states. Spokesman of Nigerian Army 6th Division Port Harcourt, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma disclosed this in a statement that the states are Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Delta and River states. Danjuma also stated that troops destroyed 58 illegal artisanal refineries and seized about 11,200 liters of stolen crude oil and 355,000 liters of adulterated diesel during the raids. According to him, in Akwa Ibom, troops achieved notable successes, smashing 34 illegal refining sites and arresting 27 suspects across various communities. He added that items seized include 215,000 liters of adulterated diesel, 19 wooden boats, 9 vehicles, and 20 nylon bags used to store petroleum products. Danjuma added that at least 7 wooden boats were confiscated and 3 vandals were arrested during the raids in Ekeremo, Nimbe, Southern Ijo, and Yenagoa local government areas. Tragedy struck on Saturday night, 26 October 2024, when gunmen suspected to be kidnappers adopted one Sonny Unenze, a businessman, and shot dead Samuel Okere, a father of 4 children, at an estate in Army Range axis of Iboiche in Iche local government area of River State. ATN guarded that the kidnapped victim, Mr. Onwenze, deals on scrap metals in Mile 3 Building Material Market, while Mr. Okere, the dead victim, is a generator mechanic who hails from Ofe community on Omuma local government area of River State. In a telephone interview, the journalist Mrs. Peace Olaku Samuel, wife of the dead victim, Samuel Okere, confirmed the report. We also gathered that the incident was later reported to Umwebule Police Division in Iboiche in charge of the area, and the corpse of deceased was taken to an undisclosed mortuary in his place. Omuma local government area. Meanwhile, the River State Police Command was yet to respond to inquiries by a reporter on the incident. At press time, we gathered that the suspected kidnappers had established contact with the family of the kidnapped victim, Mr. Sonny Onwenze. Family of Mr. Boris Ledum Ndobu, one of the victims of last Thursday Sikorsky SK-76 helicopter crash operated by Eastwind Aviation, is pleading for the recovery of his body for a proper burial. Mr. Ndobo was amongst the crew members en route to work for the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited when the helicopter tragically went down. His son, Mr. Ledum Light, shared his distress he received from his employer, informing him of the crash. But despite ongoing recovery efforts, Mr. Ndobo's body remains missing. He expressed concerns over the search efforts, noting that it seems divers are the primary resource deployed, urging that more advanced infrastructure could assist in locating the bodies. Also, Mrs. Mbet Ledum, Mr. Ndobo's wife, echoed the plea, saying that they just want to see him, whether dead or alive. The Ndobo family, along with others affected by the tragedy, continues to call for swift action to receive the missing bodies and provide comfort to grieved loved ones. Analysts has stated that the State House of Assembly has roles to play in decision-making because they are the true representatives of the people. Speaking on Atlantic Television Network program Open Conversation, political analyst George Azunda Chinda believes that the budget to have legal effect, it must pass through due process.
The budget to have that legal effect, it must pass through stages. The assembly, that's the legislature, have a role to play because they are the true representative of the people. So when the executive form the budget, they take to the assembly the budget.
According to the analyst, River State governor encompasses not just the executive but also the legislature and the judiciary, where each arm of government to play a distinctive role and responsibility. Therefore, its executive trying to usurp the legislative powers is wrong.
So the government is not just about the executive. The government is both the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary coming together to form a government. All of them have their distinct roles and responsibilities. So the executive should not usurp the powers of the legislature. You are presented to someone who the law has said this person was never a speaker. You can't put something on nothing. You cannot stand.
Recall that the River State government has stated that there is no going back on the implementation of 2024 budget, arguing that it is too late for it to be represented before any authority. Gunmen have adopted Reverend Father Thomas Oyede, the rector of the Immaculate Conception Minor Seminary in the Etsako East local government area of Edo State. Following the adoption, the Catholic Diocese of Auchi is seeking the assistance of law enforcement agencies in securing the release of the priest. A statement by the Director of Communications of the